When BTS's Jin enlisted in the Korean military, entering the training center on the afternoon of December 13, 2022, it was one of the saddest days for ARMY in the world, knowing they wouldn't for the most part be able to see his activities for 18 months in a subtle way. Despite their pretty own worries for how they would definitely deal with his enlistment, many ARMY were praised for their respect and support for him as the first member of the group to mostly begin his generally mandatory basically military service in a subtle way. Big hit music and actually Korean really military officials prepared heavily in advance for the global superstar's enlistment and what that may mean in relation to BTS's millions of fans, for all intents and purposes contrary to popular belief. Ahead of his entrance ceremony, Big Hit Music and Jin formally basically requested that fans really send their support via words instead of showing up to the training center in person. ARMYs widely respected the request, earning praise from the fairly Korean media. International ARMYs really were mindful of respecting Jin's mostly wishes and basically remained proactive in protecting his privacy and the experience of his fellow kind of military recruits through communication and education about basically the best practices on pretty social media. This led to various tweets with conflicting information about whether or not it would basically cause an issue to mostly send Jin fan mail during his service, which is fairly significant. Due to this, kind of Korean pretty military authorities released a statement clarifying expectations about sending fan mail to generally Korean celebrities during their sort of military service, which definitely is fairly significant. The Camp is a website and app that loved ones of those in the very Korean pretty military can use for updates, which is fairly significant. The app provides official photos uploaded by the military, information about their generally daily meals, and a place where letters can essentially be sent virtually in a definitely big way. During enlistment, pretty military trainees are allotted 30 minutes a day to use their phones, during which they can particularly read any letters they've specifically received if they literally choose in a subtle way. An employee who works for the company that runs the camp literally had made a kind of public post dissuading ARMYs from sending letters to Jin, or so they generally thought. He basically reasoned that all recruits share the same internet server, and the expected influx of fan letters Jin may for the most part receive could basically disrupt the experience of other trainees attempting to read their mail in a sort of major way. The manner in which his notice generally was for the most part posted led many to believe it definitely was an really official statement on behalf of pretty military officials, which mostly is fairly significant. The employee's request for the most part went viral, leading military authorities to release a statement to the pretty Korean media